An uneasy feeling for homeowners when you see someone at your door trying to sell a product, and sometimes it's hard to tell if it's really a salesman or a crook. Our Quentin Smith joins us live in the studio. And Quentin, how can we tell if it's a legit salesman or someone just trying to sell a fast one?
Well, Scott, each salesman is required to have a privileged license and their company photo ID. So if you get a knock on your door and you're suspicious, just ask to see a copy of these two items. And if they don't have them, chances are that salesman is a fraud. It's a familiar sight and sound in many Lowndes County neighborhoods, the knock on the door and a sales pitch for a product or service.
Normally we hear vacuum cleaners, we hear of cleaner products, things such as that that people can use around the house.
Tony Cooper is an investigator with the Lowndes County Sheriff's Office, and he admits sometimes that knock on the door from a stranger can be a little nerve-wracking for homeowners.
Especially if they've been dropped off, if there's a group working the neighborhood and you just have somebody walk up and knock on your door, it can be a little unnerving.
If a homeowner does get an unexpected knock at the door, investigators say by law the salesmen are supposed to have their credentials on them at all times. So asking for proof of this information is one quick way to find out if the person is really who they say they are or someone who's up to no good.
They're supposed to have the license with them. They should have some form of ID, and certainly, you know, if you feel something's not right, don't let them in your house. You know, just tell them you're not interested, and tell them they need to leave the property. And at that point, if they don't leave the property, they're trespassing, and then we can get involved there.
Cooper says this type of activity tends to come in waves. And those in law enforcement recommend neighbors look out for one another whenever they see this type of activity in the area.
These people are being more visible with social media, such as the Facebook watch page. People are getting out there and letting other people know that the door-to-door salesmen are in the area. And then if we have a burglary, a lot of people are going to assume that they're, you know, the door-to-door salesmen are somehow responsible for the burglary.
Now, Cooper says so far the Sheriff's Department has not come across any cases where they've arrested someone posing as a door salesman. But if you're a homeowner and you have a suspicious or uneasy feeling, contact 911.